Hey y'all, it's Diane with Y'all Craft One and my old barn door, and I thought we would do our little rusting experiment. Now, I have tried this formula with some other things. Let me grab them. And some of them turned out good, and some of them, didn't turn out as good, but like I did some of the safety pins, and you can see, let me see if I can hold them more, you can see them a little better. Some of them did really good, and some of them didn't do as good, but like these are some of the paper clips that I did, and they rusted up pretty good. There's one of the big ones. And like I say, some of the safety pins, they have that gold coating on them, but I like that it has just little bits of rust. And then I did some washers because I'm going to use these in my billowing journal. I did some chain that my friend Sarah sent me. And so it's just kind of hit and miss, and so I figured we could just play with it and see where we get. I did a couple of jingle bells too, and they rusted up fairly good. I would like them to have a little more rust on them, but I'm okay with that. So let's try these and see where we get with them with this particular formula. So what you need is white vinegar, just regular white vinegar. You need hydrogen peroxide, salt. You need a jar with a lid to put them in, and then just a measuring cup. It doesn't matter what size measuring cup, it's according to how much you have in your jar, because basically you're going to put 2 parts vinegar, 1 part peroxide in the jar with your goodies. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the jar. This is just a baby food jar. I figured I just needed a little jar for just these few things that we're going to do. Okay, so we have our goodies in the jar, and then I'm going to pour, I'm not going to pour a whole cup. I'm going to pour about like that, and we're going to pour that in, and then we're going to get our peroxide. Now that was the vinegar, and now we're going to do, and I just eyeball it, and we're going to pour that in, and then I am just going to take a little salt and pour it in my hand, because the salt is really and truly what's going to activate it. And I'm just going to pour that in, and then I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to let it sit for you can let it sit for a couple of hours, but I found that after a couple of hours it wasn't as now I will tell you this, when you get ready to take it out, it's not going to look rusted. What happens is when you drain this off of whatever you're trying to rust and you lay it out on a paper towel, then you've got to give the air time to oxidize it. Okay, so it's not going to be immediate once you pour it out of the container. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to leave this overnight. I'm just going to let it sit in there overnight, and then we'll come back tomorrow and drain it off and lay it out and see what we get. Hopefully these will be, the ones that will rust. Sometimes you get stuff that won't rust, if they have like a specific coating on them, or I think they can't be alum, I think is what it is. I think they have to be actual metal, not alum. So I don't know what these are, so we're just going to try it and see. So for now, we're going to let this sit overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow and check it out and see where we get to with it. Okay, so it's been 24 hours, and when you hold it up, it doesn't look like it's rusted. You can see just a little bit, but not much. So I just have this extra jar. I'm going to just pour this solution into this jar and get rid of the majority of it. Okay, and then I'm going to just dump these out on a paper towel. And then I have a handy dandy chopstick here. And I'm just going to spread them out and give them time to oxidize. Now you can see a little bit of rusting action happening, hopefully. But the longer it sits in the air, the more they'll rust. Because the more the air hits it, the more rust it'll react. So we're going to let these sit for a while and see how they do, and then we'll come back and take a last look at them. Okay, so I've waited a while and tried to let these oxidize, and they didn't quite turn out as rusty as I would like for them to, but I'm okay with this. And I noticed this one didn't rust at all, so I don't know what the difference in the metals are, but you know, you can see compared to these. Here, I'll lay one out on there. But it seems like the longer I leave these in this little tub, the more they rust. So I think I'm going to put these in the tub with these and see if they'll rust a little bit more. But you can kind of see the difference there. Hopefully the lighting's okay. But you can kind of see, you know, these are a little more rusted than these are. And these are a different color. These are like a... They almost look rose gold. Excuse me. So anyways, we're going to throw these in here and let them bounce around in with that rust and see how they do. So, like I say, it's kind of a different... I'm going to shake those up. It's kind of a different, you know, result that you get every time that you do it, but that rusting method has worked the best for me. So anyways, I just thought I would share it with you. Maybe if you have things that you want to rust or whatever, and if you'd like for me to put some of these in the shop, just let me know, and I can probably do that too. So just let me know if that's something that you're interested in. I can put some in there and share with y'all some of the rusty paper clips and safety pins and things like that that I've been able to do. So anyways, that is my rusting process. And again, like I say, it's different with every type of metal, you know, different types of metals. So, you know, it is kind of a hit and miss thing, but you know, just play with it and have fun with it. Let your grandkids or your kids help you do it. You know, they could do that as like a school project or something. So anyways, just thought I'd share that with you. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will. And I hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.